Do not watch this video if you plan on reading the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. Recently, Stacey has gotten me into the Farseer trilogy, which is a really excellent epic fantasy if you ever want to read one. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but there's a lot less sex and nudity and that really crude stuff that you really don't want to watch or read about. It has a lot less of that. But I got to this part where Fitz is being stupid again. Like, Robin Hobb has really great characters. Like, I like Fitz. He's really funny, he's really good, and like he's really heroic and brave and courageous, and he does all these things that makes him sacrifice, you know, his love for like his country and his king, and you're, oh, poor Fitz. It makes you feel like that. But there's other times when he's really stupid, and you're just like, oh my god, Fitz, can you be any stupider? Okay, so like, where I'm at right now is that they're traveling along the Skill Road, and they're trying to get to Verity, who's the king of the Six Duchies. And his queen, Ketrikin, she is from the mountains. She is going to go look for him because she loves him. And there's the Fool, who is kind of like Fitz's friend, but he's also kind of this prophet who has to go and fix time, which makes me think that he is kind of like a Time Lord, because he has to go and fix time and time stuff where you can go back and like if you've made a mistake yesterday, you could go back in time and fix it. So he's kind of like doing all that, but he's not doing a very good job. So I think he's a Time Lord, secretly. And there is Kettle, who is this old skill user, which the skill is kind of like, it's kind of like magic, I guess. It is magic, but it's more like Ligamancy from Harry Potter, you know, where you can read someone's mind. It's kind of like that, but you can also like make them do stuff, so you can like control their mind, so it's like brain control, which I guess you could do that with the Imperious Curse, but whatever, that's Harry Potter. Anyway, and then there's also Starling, who is this minstrel, and she's basically going with Fitz just so that she can have a song. She wants a song that will always like keep her in like a nice castle, you know, well off, because she's going to be an old lady soon, so, well, not soon, but she's still kind of young, but she still wants a nice song so that she can sing and make and put her kind of mark on history right there. And then there's Fitz and Night Eyes. Night Eyes is pretty cool. He's cute. I like it how everyone like pets him. Okay, another thing I don't understand with all these other people. Fitz and Night Eyes share this wit bond, which is basically kind of just communicating with animals, and like sometimes you might pick up, well, I think more than sometimes, you pick up the mannerisms of the wit animal that you bonded with. And so like Fitz, like at the beginning of this book, he was really like thinking only of today and not really like thinking of tomorrow, and now the wolf, Night Eyes, he's kind of thinking more of the future, which is more of a human thing rather than like an animal thing. So they kind of like change a little bit, and like I can see the dangers of the wit, but I don't understand why everyone hates it so much. I really don't. Like it really bothers me that Molly, who supposedly is in love with Fitz, and like he's obviously in love with her, but she I guess that's what makes Robin Hobb so good, is that it's like Stacey said, she doesn't make her characters perfect, and like Molly is this kind of person who gets really angry really easily, and she can hold a grudge, so she is a true woman. But I mean, I feel like if she truly loved Fitz, she wouldn't be as bothered as much by his wit bonding. I mean, that's kind of just like a personality trait that you can't help. Like if someone has diabetes or something, you really can't help that. And so I don't think it really affects much the personality of that person. Well, kind of, but hopefully, I don't think Fitz would go that far as to like become the wolf or whatever. I don't think he would go that far as to do that. Anyway, him being stupid. They came to like this hot springs area, and they're like, oh yeah, it'd be really nice to just chill and relax here for a little bit. So he's chilling and relaxing in the water, and the Fool walks up and he's like, hey Fitz, what do you want me to do if you don't come back alive? Do you want me to take a message to Molly? And Fitz is like, what do you mean I'm not going to be alive? Isn't there a prophecy or something where it tells that we're both going to live? And the fool's like, well, why don't we just make plans just in case you don't survive? And so it doesn't really answer Fitz's question. So Fitz starts to think, like, oh man, what if I really do die? That'd be so bad, and I really can't tell Molly that I died a second time because she thinks I'm already dead, so I don't really want to put more trouble on her, but I think it'd be nice if Berg knew, because Berg is the one who brought him back to life. So he's like, okay, yeah, sure, just tell Molly. Don't tell Molly anything, really. Make sure you tell Berg, though, and maybe he'll be able to tell Molly, you know, something of that happened and whatnot. And then he tells her where she is! What kind of idiot does that? I mean, like, my first thought was like, oh man, what if this is an illusion by one of the other skill users against Fitz? Because there are other skill people, and they can create illusions in your brain to make you think that something is happening or you're in some place, and I think that's what, at first, I thought that's what happened, because it happened to him another time. He was trying to go kill Regal, but he got all turned around in the palace because they used the skill on him to make an illusion to think he was in Regal's bedroom or whatever, but he really wasn't. And so now I think, though, that they used the fool, just like got in his brain somehow, and made him ask Fitz where Molly is, and made him think, oh yeah, I should go send a message to her, here's where she lives. Fitz, you're such an idiot! And then he goes off and he goes hunting or whatever, and he comes back and the fool's all sick and everything, and he's like, oh, I don't really remember what happened. Oh my god! So Robin Hobb does that to you. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that thinks this, or is able to see, like, possible what is happening, but she does that to you. She makes you care about these characters, and then she brutally stabs you in the heart. But it's still a good book.